Trees are a normal part of our everyday ecosystem, and is always a daily thing you'll see in every single place on Earth. Just like Earth, however, fighting also has its fair share of trees, but in many weird and wacky ways. Some trees are different, some trees are colorful, and some trees are trees. The trees in fighting have always been a weird case to me, as no one ever talks about them, and also we are in a constant drought, so I decided to ask many people about the trees in fighting, specifically all the unique ones. This can include recolors or just things that resemble a tree in a way, but mainly has to hold features of a tree to be counted as one. In this video, I'll be going over the trees selected from the top 5 to the bottom 5 from the people I surveyed, as opinions on trees are rather intriguing to me. For now, however, we need to talk about the two types of trees in this game, the simple trees and then the abstract trees. The simple trees are less interesting, so let's get into those first. The simple trees are in their name. They are simple. Think of trees like on Domino Valley, or maybe the trees on Roblox City as examples. They are your standard run-of-the-mill trees, with some being more simple than others for better or for worse. The abstract trees, however, are absolutely crazy though. These are trees that break the conventions of normal trees and either do a lot more of them or stand out so uniquely amongst all the other trees. Some come in more simple forms like this cog tree from Teapot to Doom, to much more varied stuff like this carpet tree on Sunset Plain. These pom-pom trees on Canada, which have unique structuring to them, and even things that are highly questionable if they are trees or not, like this drawing on Arcade or even these 2D trees on Museum. Actually, Roblox Museum has a few unique trees spread throughout the map, but none of them even got close to the top 5. These abstract trees usually got higher ratings by people, but don't worry. A couple of simpler trees did make good scores, and some even made it into the top 5, so no worries there. Since listing my own opinion would be boring on its own, I decided to have people collectively decide the best and worst trees as I try to list my thoughts on all of them based on their rankings. Rankings of 45 unique trees. With that being said, I shall quickly go through the top 5 trees rated by you guys who submitted results. Starting at number 5, we have the beautiful yet unique Sunset Plain carpet trees. While this is technically multiple trees in one, the tree itself is still a very amazing looking tree, with its deep orange color along with a flat bed of leaves that drape down so elegantly. There's no wonder why these trees are seen in such a positive light. You could also argue the lights rearing through the leaves on this map make it even more elegant, but besides that, these trees are definitely unique and truly stand out on this hidden gem of a map. And number 4 was a pretty surprising one, with that being the Dark Age Cliff Red Pine trees, only appearing in this map only. Surprisingly, Dark Age's red trees are pretty special, as there doesn't seem to be a tree that truly matches its maroon color scheme. This lets it stand out combined with how gorgeous it can look thanks to Dark Age having some amazing lights everywhere to make its scenery pop out. While a tree not many notice due to the main attraction, these Dark Age red trees are a hidden gem among the big dogs. At number 3, we have somewhat of an oddball of a tree. Going to the pale yet wondrous lands of Land of the Silent Sun, we can encounter this cherry blossom tree. As being one of the 2 cherry blossoms, this tree has some interesting traits to it. The cherry blossoms are a rather rare tree to come by in fighting, and are always a special spectacle that can be tough to find. These stand out as while the most known cherry blossoms are huge spectacles of tourist attractions, the Land of the Silent Sun trees are much less in scale and feel a lot more natural to this land. What also strikes the eyes to me is this crooked stump. No one knows what the cause is for this random bend in the bark. While it can be seen as a spiral grain to brave strong winds, it doesn't seem to form a true spiral of anything, but rather just a random bend in the tree. We may never know if this was intentional or seen as a plant defect, but it sure is a unique trait among such a beautiful kind of tree. We aren't out of this map just yet though. At number 2, we have the pine trees. In this forgotten land, there resides another topped cherry blossom tree that is surprisingly only found in the Land of the Silent Sun. It keeps its bright pink petals intact, this time going for very luscious spreads of leaves all over. Its several layers and very cluttered nature make it a very odd tree of its kind. Perhaps the messiness is a side effect of the cherry blossom itself, but it is without doubt still a beauty in the public's eye. Before I do get to the number 1 tree, however, I have a few honorable mentions that are close to making it into the top 5 that need some praise. As a very common tree seen all around, these palm trees are found in many locations. Despite being a very common plant, they usually look pretty clean and sleek while looking very detailed in very small ways. A forgettable yet unique tree in design, the cog tree really makes your brain spin on how this is even possible. It barely functions as an actual tree, but hey, it does resemble one with colors and all of that funky stuff. Despite that, the cog tree is such an interesting tree to me. Stuck in the depths of a testing map, Canada holds these trees that we like to call the pom-pom trees. In their almost cheering-like stance, these trees are such an anomaly with pale colors yet striking an important role of pose and overall style points of presentation. It's certainly not the most colorful or abstract tree, but it certainly knows how to make itself look stylized. There was one tree, however, that was at the number 1 spot and scored over an average score of 9 out of 10 by the people. You probably expected this tree at number 1, but number 1 is the Dark Age Cherry Blossom tree. What is really there to say about this tree that hasn't been said? This large cherry blossom tree is truly a kind of perfection you will usually never see. Keeping a deep pink color, constantly dropping petals from its bushy shrubs of pink, grown from its red soil that allows such a plant to prosper in size, it's certainly a wonder to see. This tree is practically famous and usually known by any player who has seen this map, as it is front and center and truly gives an awe-inspiring view in all of its huge glory. It may be a generic top pick, but it kind of deserves it. While these trees are beautiful and truly an anomaly, there have also been 5 trees that have all ranked to be the absolute travesties when it comes to nature's greatest creations. At number 5 of the worst, we have the normal elevator trees during the Stop It Slender section. These trees are just too simple. The bark is straight and rectangular, and the leaves of the tree are just too circular to really talk about it. It almost feels like someone stitched up this tree and called it a day. Such a nothing burger of a tree, unfortunately, but I guess it's fitting for its theme on the map it is on. Number 4 is a bit of a weird one to include, but it is Roblox Museum's 2D trees. Genuinely, what am I supposed to say about these? They are 2D trees that exist. This is in such a small part of the map that I genuinely forgot they exist until I really did my research on trees. I mean, what can I really say about these trees other than it's a flat tree and has nothing else to it? Yeah, it's about it. Number 3 is even more embarrassing as we get to the fight lobby trees. Just, what even is this? Is this even a proper tree or someone's attempt at a hand grenade? They're so small yet somehow managed to screw up a tree's appearance in such a wrong way. This unique approach can be seen as good, but good lord, it just sticks out so badly in practice. It just looks wrong. Number 2 is unfortunately to our good friend Roblox City, which I deem as, quote, the oversimplified tree. This is what happens when you take the number 5 trees and somehow make it smaller in scale and add 2 small little branches to almost try to resemble a tree. It's so laughable that I even forgot this map had this tree to begin with. This map has normal jagged looking trees, so I'm so confused as to why these small baby trees are even here. They look so underwhelming on a map like this, man. Before we go to our number 1 worst voted tree, let's go through some dishonorable mentions on this list. Y'all just don't like Museum, I am very convinced. Hell, even the Underground War replica tree wasn't liked by any of you. It looks like a toy tree. It's so glossy yet with nothing going on. It feels like a total poser of a tree if you ask me. I'm shocked it didn't score low enough to be in the bottom 5 for how processed it looks. It's a simple 3-layer tree. What do I even put for this? It's painfully simple and boring. And for a place that is in space, it's just existing. And funnily enough, for the number 1 worst rated tree is unfortunately a very familiar one. It's Roblox City's other oversimplified tree. The only difference is a lighter green and with 1 branch instead of 2, so it automatically looks even worse and somehow even more bland than its brother tree. Honestly, a bit of a shame because Roblox City simply could have done better. However, before we do go now, I will show you every other tree and the scores they got from the people before sending you off on your own day, as the trees are pretty incredible. Before I do that though, I asked people if they thought the trees were pretty awesome across fighting. Out of everyone asked, 60.5% of people thought the trees were pretty cool, 34.6% of people thought the trees were maybe cool sometimes, and then the last 4.9% of people weren't too fond of the trees in this game. Unfortunate to say the least, but hey, not everyone likes trees. Anyways, I will now finally show the last final rankings of all trees now, and if you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe if you want, and comment and whatnot because I like making videos. Until then, see ya!